Abraham Lincoln once said, "My great concern is not whether you failed, but whether or not you become content in your failure." He himself knew a lot about failure. He'd failed many times in his life. As you can see here is a short list of the failures that Abraham Lincoln had experienced in his life. His failures included personal failures, business failures, and political failures. But Abraham Lincoln had learned that through faith, hard work, and perseverance, that he could overcome failures and turn those failures into success. I myself have found that to be true in my life. When I was in high school, I was a wrestler. I know you look at me now and you kind of laugh and say, "No, he wasn't," but I was. I was a wrestler. My senior year in high school, I had a great expectation that I would have a good senior year and do well. Well, the first 3 matches of my senior year, I lost. And I really got discouraged in my failure and thought that maybe I shouldn't be on the wrestling team. Maybe I should just quit and give up. I went to my coach and I said, "Coach, I'm just not going to try anymore. I'm not doing the team any good. I'm not doing well, and I'm just discouraged. I think I'm going to quit the team." But my coach encouraged me that I could be a better wrestler and that I would have a good season if I just had faith and worked hard and persevered through the season. The next weekend happened to be the Clark County Invitational Wrestling Tournament. And I was 0-3, and I didn't have really great expectations of what would come out of it. But we went to the tournament, and just before the tournament started, my coach came to me, and he said, "Smith, you're the #1 seed in the tournament in your weight class." I said, "There's no way that I can be the #1 seed. I'm 0-3, Coach." And he said, "You're the #1 seed, and not only are you the #1 seed, but I expect you to win this tournament." Well, as it turned out, I did win the tournament. I took first place. And I always seemed to finish second, and I'd hoped to get a gold medal. And so after I won the tournament, I thought, "Wow, I finally got my gold medal, and I finally have reached that goal in my life." And as it turned out, I didn't get a gold medal. They gave me a plaque instead. So I was kind of disappointed, but I had won the tournament. And I had found out that through faith and hard work and perseverance, that I could be successful and I could turn my failures into successes. A lot of years have went by since that wrestling tournament, and I've since lost the plaque. Matter of fact, I was looking for it to give this speech, and I couldn't find it anywhere. But I ran across something that reminded me of that story. You see, I had shared this story one time with my son, and I had told him how that I had felt like a failure, and I felt like that I would never be successful in my wrestling career, but how that I had been able to turn that around by being confident and having faith and working hard. And my son listened to the story, and a few weeks later he came to me and he brought me this piece of paper. This piece of paper you see on the video screen, because I wanted you to be able to see it too. He drew a picture of a medal. And if you can't read it from there, he said, "You didn't get to stand on the podium and get your medal, but I gave you the best medal that any dad could have." And it says on it, #1, cool dad. This reminds me that even though I may have failed in my wrestling career, even though that I may have not accomplished all the goals and things that I wanted to do, that because I persevered through it, because I had faith, and because I worked hard, I was able to pass that knowledge on to my son. And I believe that he's learned too, that no matter what comes his way, there may be failures, there may be things that come that disappoint, but if he works hard, if he has faith, and if he perseveres, he too can turn his failures into successes.
Good.